Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining today. My name is Cecilia Hibber, Senior Director of Finance Transformation. I've spent the last 14 years focused entirely on finance domain, helping organizations navigate complex transformations and adopt strategic solutions. And today we are going to talk about financial closing with SAP Autonomous Finance. Specifically, how SAP is redefining what a financial close looks and feels like for accounting and the finance team. We will walk through the challenges driving this need, the SAP solution landscape, and show you how agentic AI is transforming the close from a high pressure period end event into a continuous, intelligent, and largely automated process. Let's get started. Now, the pressure on finance organization has never been greater. Now, on the left-hand side, you see that the market the dynamics reshaping the environment finance teams operate in. Unpredictable economic condition, shifting workforce expectation, rising sustainability obligation, economic protectionism, and adding complexity to intercompany structure, rapid digitalization, widening the gap between leaders and laggers, and business model innovation that legacy accounting systems were not built to handle, and all of which demand faster, more accurate financial data. On the right-hand side, you see how leading organizations are responding. Real-time reporting is becoming the baseline. Leadership wants financial visibility throughout the period, not a reconciled view weeks after period end. AI-driven automation is tackling the manual burden directly, reducing error and freeing finance talent for higher value work. Cloud-based platforms enabling continuous innovation without the constraints of legacy infrastructure, and compliance adaptability to ensure your organization is ready to operate globally and meet ever-changing regulatory requirements. And seamless system integration ensures the close reflects the full enterprise picture, not just what lives inside the finance system. Now, when we speak with CFOs and finance leaders, they all share some of the same challenges and objectives. Externally, complex regulations, talent retention challenges, and relentless pressure to publish results quickly. And internally, inflexible legacy technology, over customized processes that are nearly impossible to maintain, and the lack of visibility into actuals across the organization. And when we ask what their top corporate close objectives are, and the answers are always the same: full transparency and control of all data flows, reduce time to close, and get early insight into group performance during the period, not after it. And those three objectives are exactly what SAP's Autonomous Finance is built to deliver. So, what is SAP's Autonomous Finance? It is our framework for AI enabled financial processes that measurably improve the outcomes finance teams care about the most: speed, accuracy, compliance, and insight. Now, from a financial closing perspective, the financial closing assistance brings together an agentic team to run the close. Now, this includes AI agents for anomaly detection, error resolution, intercompany matching and reconciliation, journal entries, and accruals automation. And finally, um, financial analysis. Now, those agents work together in the background, handling the routine, data intensive work so that accountants can focus on decisions and exceptions. Now, to understand how this come together architecturally, This slide shows the end-to-end financial closing orchestration. At the foundation is the Universal Journal, a single source of truth that integrates the transactional and analytical world. On top of that, SAP's Advanced Financial Closing orchestrates the entity close, managing all closing tasks within S/4HANA. And we partner with Blackline to handle account substantiation and automation. And SAP's group reporting drives the consolidation layer. Now, with embedded intelligent innovations, closing tasks such as accruals, goods receipt, invoice receipt, revenue accounting, and intercompany matchings and reconciliation can all be configured as AI-assisted automated process. Now, what is important here is that this is not a patchwork of disconnected tools. It is an integrated suite. Data flows continuously. Automation triggers in real time. And the financial closing assistant operates across all of it. This slide captures the most important shift in entity close. Now, in a traditional ERP system, 80% of close activities happen at or after period end. It is a batch sequential process driven by manual spreadsheets. And S/4HANA Cloud inverts this with the advanced financial closing. 80% of activities can happen before period end. For example, asset close, goods receipt, invoice receipt reconciliation, revenue recognition, intercompany matching and reconciliation. And all of these can run continuously during the period, triggered automatically. So when you reach period end, you are validating and finalizing, not scrambling to begin. And intelligent technologies, machine learning, automation bots, and close orchestration all make this possible. So, advanced financial closing is a central orchestration hub for period end activities. You can define a global close plan that can be serialized across organizational units and cycles with automated tasks, begin and end time, dependency, embedded workflows, and collaboration. And every action and job is time-stamped with a complete audit trail, real-time status across subsidiaries and headquarters, help finance leaders analyze critical paths and continuously optimize the close. Now, error resolution or error investigation is one of the biggest time sinks in the close. When an anomaly occurs, accountants often dig through documentations to figure out what went wrong. Now, with AI-assisted error resolution in advanced financial closing, the system explains the issue in plain language and provides a step-by-step fix. The result up to a 90% reduction in effort to investigate, where AI sweats the small stuff so your accountants don't have to. Now let's shift to the corporate close, the group consolidation layer. Traditionally, consolidation was entirely sequential. Every entity had to close first, and then data had to be mapped and transferred via ETL process. And only then could consolidation begin. And the result, 70% of consolidation activities happened only at period end, compressed into the narrowest, most stressful window of the cycle. With group reporting, it inverts that model because S/4HANA is built on a harmonized data model through the Universal Journal. There is no ETL handoff. And intercompany reconciliation, currency translation, data validation, these can all be run continuously during the period, not just at the end. And the visual on this slide tells the story directly. In the traditional model, the timeline only starts after period end. With group reporting, the timeline starts well before it. The outcome, 70% of organizations' corporate close activities are completed before the close even begins. You shift from a bottleneck to a continuous close, and the result is a faster, less pressured cycle end to end. Now, you saw the outcome of the previous slide, the 70% of closing activities completed before period. And this slide shows the architecture that makes that possible and why SAP's approach is fundamentally different from a standalone consolidation tool. Now, look at the timeline. Everything to the left of the period end is running in period. Local close, data validation, currency translation, intercompany matching, and reconciliation. And by the time you reach period end, consolidation is completing a process that has been running all month, and you are not starting from scratch. What follows period end close is equally important. The outputs feeds directly into actuals and plan analysis, tax reporting and disclosure, the full downstream value chain of the corporate close, not just a consolidation ledger. The foundation is in the lower half of the slide as a Agentic AI spans the entire architecture. The Business Data Cloud provides harmonized data models and data products that connect the four core end-to-end processes, from design to operate to lead to cash, hire to retire, and record to report, together with non-SAP data sources. And financial close data is not siloed. It sits within a unified data layer that reflects the entire business. Now, underpinning all of it is a complete audit trail. Every step, every action captured end to end. And this is foundational for compliance, for tax reporting, and external disclosure. Now, this slide captures everything S/4HANA Group Reporting does across the corporate close. S/4HANA data flows directly into group reporting without any ETL process. No mapping delays, no transfer risk. And for entities with specific reporting requirements, customer-defined attributes can be configured directly on financial statement items. And for entities outside S/4HANA, group reporting data collection provides a structured, governed entry channel, ensuring non-SAP subsidiaries feed into the same consolidation process with the same level of data integrity. Data preparation is where continuous close begin. Group close process support keeps activities running in period. Currency translation runs across entities and scenarios. Intercompany matching and reconciliation runs continuously. So by period end, the bulk of that work is already done. And the consolidation engine covers the full spectrum of group accounting requirements. Intercompany elimination triggered directly by operational intercompany matching reconciliation results. Equity eliminations, including equity pickup, inter-unit eliminations of profit and inventory, and both vertical and horizontal merger scenarios. Now, on the analysis side, finance team have embedded out-of-the-box SAP Analytics Cloud reporting, collaboration, financial statement review with commentary, and a full audit trail back to the underlying transactional data, which is critical for both internal governance and external disclosure. Now, finally, reporting delivers AI-supported management summary, disclosure management, interoperable for statutory and regulatory output, and the matrix consolidation for organizations with complex group structures that span multiple dimensions, such as profit center and segment. Now, take it together. This is not a standalone consolidation tool. It is a fully integrated closed capability built into the core of S/4HANA. Now, let's bring this all together in a real world use case. Automating the financial close at both the local and a group level. And today, the reality for most finance team is manual activities concentrated at period end, high workload, and ETL uploads to move local close data into the corporate financial system. And tomorrow, looking fundamentally different. There are capabilities SAP is actively building, and this gives you a view of where the product is heading. Starting with data collection and preparation. On the application side, data is released from accounting directly to group reporting, no ETL step. Non-financial and non-SAP data is collected in an integrated fashion, and where manual entries are unavoidable, flexible forms ensures they are captured in a structured, governed way. On the AI side, Joule provides conversational search and navigation across the close process. Agentic AI handles advanced automation and complex problem solving, reducing the intervention required from your team. Moving to group close. One-click consolidation produces group reporting financial statements that are fully aligned with underlined transactional accounting data. AI then combined both financial results and expert commentary into a single management report, surfacing insights automatically rather than leaving that synthesis to the team. The third session is transformational insight. Business data cloud adds external industry and market data to provide context on variance, giving finance leaders the most comprehensive view of business performances, not just what happened internally, but why relative to the market. And the cumulative impact across all of this, fewer surprises, significant reduced manual effort and error resolution, more reliable data available for analysis, improved accuracy and compliance, and a clear shift of focus toward business partnering. That is the destination, and every capability on this slide is part of a single integrated platform, not a collection of point solutions. So now let's look at what this means in practice at the period end, specifically how AI changes the way closing tasks are executed and exceptions are handled. So now let's take a look. So what you're looking at is the advanced financial closing dashboard, and those provides you with real-time status of all the closing tasks across your organization's different entity. Now, what we are looking on the left-hand side are all those tasks that the agentic team are processing for you in the background. Some of them are 100% completed, some of them are still running. So AI is asking me to review this receivable clearing. So as I click on it, I can see how my agentic agents helping me to match in all the customer invoices with the incoming payment. Right now, it's pending review. Now, everything looks correct. I'm just going to go ahead, ask the system to post it for me. Now, the status is changed from to completed, right? And now 7 proposal successfully posted with a journal entry. So I can take a look if I want to. So now back to my dashboard. I only have 3 tasks need to review. The second one is intercompany reconciliation. This is normally a very manual process for organization. But now with my agentic agents, the system is automatically running those processes for me in the background. And this is the dashboard. I can review all those matching results by their current status. I'm going to go into the first one, take a look at the intercompany matching and reconciliation. So in this case, my agents already provided me with the proposal and released it to ICMR, and I can see the trading partners for this intercompany matching. And the AI also provided me with the reasoning behind it. So as I go back, I can refresh, and now I only have 2 items need to review, and those are all completed, right, without any manual intervention. But in this case, I'm going to take a look at this journal entry agent. So instead of me manually create accrual journal entry, all I have to do is to upload the accrual policy, and the AI is automatically creating this journal entry for me. So in this case, it looks like it's a PO accrual. Right now, the current status is open. When everything looks correct, I can go ahead and post it. And now the status changed to post. Now, the final scenario is this financial analysis with Drew Agent. So right now I'm looking at a consolidated financial statement. I can see all the balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, and statement of changes. Now on the right-hand side, Drew is here. So I'm asking Drew to analyze my KPI. So traditionally, I need to have my financial analysis team to calculate this perhaps manually, and it takes days, if not weeks. Now instead, AI is calculating those for me with those KPI as well as their changes compared to the previous period, and I can ask AI to analyze. Now AI agent is providing me with all those key findings. Think about how much time this can save your finance team. So let me close with the foundation that makes all of this possible. SAP's approach to accounting and financial close is built across 3 interconnected layers, and the slide in front of you shows the full picture. The first layer is unparalleled applications. These are native capabilities built on SAP Business Technology Platform, covering the complete end-to-end process. General ledger, asset accounting, inventory accounting, carbon accounting, accrual, revenue accounting, lease, intercompany reconciliation, central finance, master data, entity close, and corporate close. And this is not a best of breed integration story. It is one platform with full process coverage. And the second layer is unmatched data. SAP Business Data Cloud provides a single semantic layer across SAP and external sources, spanning GL, payables, receivables, fixed asset, tax, audit, inventory, carbon accounting, and a lot more. And everything operates with full semantic integration. This is what makes AI trustworthy in a finance context. The data underneath it is governed, consistent, and connected. The third layer is unrivaled AI, SAP Joule, the SAP foundational model, and the SAP knowledge graph power 4 distinct capability levels: application navigation, explanation support, automated process execution, and analysis and prediction. These are not silo isolated feature. They run across the same application and the same data layer, targeting the outcomes that matter most to finance and spend teams. And together, these 3 layers are what makes autonomous finance a deployable reality, not a roadmap item, not a proof of concept, but an enterprise-wide capability that is available today. Now, that brings us to the end of today's session. What we covered from entity close orchestration and AI-assisted error resolution to continuous group consolidation and the autonomous finance architecture. represent a fundamental shift in what finance teams can expect from their systems with SAP. Not just a faster close, but a smarter, more resilient process that frees your people to focus on analysis, judgment, and business partnering. Now, wherever you are in your transformation journey, whether you are just beginning to evaluate or looking to go further with what you already have, SAP has the application depth, the data foundation, and the AI capabilities to meet you there. Now, if you would like to go deeper, we encourage you to reach out to your SAP account team to request a tailored demo. Thank you for your time today. Have a great day.